almost came across to both of us that he wasn't entirely over last week's close loss. And he made the point. He said, listen, playing quarterback in the NFL, you're going to be judged by how well do you play and what is your record in one-score games. Last week, they found themselves on the wrong end of it. If they get themselves into a back-and-forth matchup today, they've got to make enough plays down the stretch to come away with the win.
They'll look to throw. He'll get this out to the left flat. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Here's a first carry for their running back, and he's going to be brought down behind the line. This defense fired up to start the game. It's 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
This is taken at the 25. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
You just hope throughout your career, Mike, that you're not on the wrong end of too many games like last week. So many games in the NFL come down to one score. They're very close. And every once in a while,
pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Anytime you call a trick play, there's really 2 options. One, the play caller ends up looking like a genius. It plays out exactly as expected. But when they don't, it could be the complete opposite, and that one, it falls under the latter.
That's out to the flat, and it's complete. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free, and he gains nothing. Throwing now on 3rd and long. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
I can appreciate the idea of keeping the play alive, right? Giving as much time as possible to your targets to uncover downfield. But you also have to play to your strengths. You got to know the type of player that you are. In this case, doesn't have quite enough speed to get away and probably should have just thrown it away.
The Bucs offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And he is right up there amongst the league leaders when it comes to receiving yards by a wideout this year. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking middle, and he'll get it complete to McConkey. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Offside, defense.
Receiver in motion, going right. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. And he's going to be out of bounds, so they take advantage of the 1st and 5 situation and pick up the quick 1st down. Back to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line. 1st down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he'll be taken down. Let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. The Bucs have the field goal unit on the field. This, about as short as you can get. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Bucs are out to an early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The Chiefs offense ready to take over for their second possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. The motion man here is Wilson. Now they'll set up to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
A gain there of 15. Good for a Chiefs first down. Oh, he coughs up the football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
He'll send a tight end in motion right. To the air now on 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. Not much happening there. Just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. In motion comes Thomas. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This caught right side by Worthy. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Chiefs will tie the game at 3 apiece. So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. Here comes a return from the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Buccaneers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. So a field goal apiece here in that first quarter. 3-all is the score. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. They'll throw out of the gun. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Here's a 3rd down and 4. And that is incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. Back to throw here to begin the drive.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Now whistles here, and a penalty.
Ball start.
Somebody moved early up front. Up the middle they go. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's the punter now, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They'll have a short field ahead as they look to break our tie. It is 1st and 10. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's caught. Trey Palmer. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
1st down, Buccaneers.
He'll go right and find his running back. And he's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Putting the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw yet again. This one finds McConkey. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal. He's taken down at about the 8. Here's a run. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3. Here now, 2nd down and goal. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The extra point is up and through. And the Buccaneers take a 10-3 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to take over possession of the football. Just the lone field goal for them, so nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete. Third and long.
It's now third down and 14.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. The Buccaneers offense back onto the field for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Right away, the pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. They'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Now, a loose football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 8.
We'll try and set up the tight end screen. And he is very close to the first down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Bucs offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They send the tight end in motion. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
It's a gain of 10. And the Buccaneer first down.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Lad McConkey, the one he was looking for. Now it's going to be third down. This one taken in by Hyatt. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Buccaneers first down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. Third and long. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range. Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where you see the...
And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. This will be returned from the 6. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Chiefs offense headed back to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
One of the tight ends motions right. Going up top. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a first down.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a third down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on third down? Third downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
The ball comes out. The Bucs have it.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit. And that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough. Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now a give up the middle. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half, Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They'll try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown, Tampa. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The Chiefs offense getting set to get back to work. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It's a hit, and he has lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down. Here's a designed run. And he'll get about 5.
Down in the red zone, designed quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. 3rd and 5. Back to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Point after try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Bucs extend to a 24-3 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
the 50-yard line.
The motion man here is Wilson. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
A 7-yard loss brings up third down.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Throwing now on first and 10. A throw on the move is caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got Palmer. It's complete. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
A 41-yard gain. First down, Tampa Bay.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got it at the 7, and he'll be taken down.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That his second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year.
Is good. Makes the score Buccaneers 31, Chiefs 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on first and 10. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's third and 7. He'll look to throw. He's going to air this one out. And this will be knocked down. Incomplete. Penalty flag down in the backfield. Usually a sign of a hold. The offense staying out there for this fourth down. Throwing now from the gun. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Looking middle, and he'll get it complete to McConkey. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Now it just seems like this offense is piling on. I mean, after a day where they have completely dominated their opponent, a lot of offense would just be content with handing this ball off, but not this group. They continue to throw the ball, and they continue to get chunk plays, and they show they're not going to slow down until that final whistle blows.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal. On second and goal, they'll give him another shot. And this time, he will work his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. No problem there on the extra point. And the Bucs will add one more onto their big lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. He'll drop to throw. He'll get that to Wilson. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's into the hands of Worthy. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. They'll try to set up the screen here. Here's a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll look to throw yet again. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. 3rd and 6.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
They'll look to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up. That one intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in
That's
great field
interference.
position
Defense.
inside the red zone. Set to go now on 1st and 10. I fumbled the football. The Bucs have it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
They'll throw out of the gun. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Kicking time for the Bucs. They'll punch it away. As he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The home team's offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's taken in by Thomas. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. The motion man here is Wilson. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
The motion man here is Wilson. They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Buccaneers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. They'll stick with him again. Finding room across midfield. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They're going to motion the tight end over here. On 2nd down, they run the counter. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll come up here 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
Handoff here, up the middle. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back to work. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That is brought in. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. So a win here for the visiting Bucs. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago.